Hi, everybody. Welcome to 8 Minutes of College with Renee Bailey. And I am excited today because I have Robyn and Kristi with me. And I'm just going to go ahead and have them introduce themselves. Have that be my first question to y'all. What exactly do you guys do? And what's your relationship to college and everything? Tell me about that.
Sure. So I'm Robyn Jackson and I'm Kristi Windish, and we own True Compass. We administer career aptitude assessments and primarily work with high school and college students. So the assessment is a comprehensive aptitude assessment. We use the Highlands Ability Battery, and then we also administer an interest inventory, a personality assessment, and a values assessment.
Excellent. Excellent. So people obviously have different reasoning for choosing different study concentrations, majors, and careers. One of the top things I hear is I want to make money. I think a lot of students get steered wrong because of that. And so I'd love to hear what you think about that and how aptitude tests might help people find a career that not only gets them a little bit of cash, but, helps them find something they really love to do because I'm all about loving what you do every day.
Yeah, I agree. What I love about the Highlands is that it really gives you a variety. It's not going to say, here's the one career for you. It gives students a variety of careers in different interests that align to their natural abilities. So, for example, I know one of Robyn's matches was accountant. She has the abilities to do that, but really not the interest, and really didn't match with her personality. And so our job as consultants is to help narrow down that list based on their interests, personality, and values is really where we get to that money piece.
Mm.
We really let kind of explore students' values. What do they want to get out of work? Sometimes it is making a lot of money. Sometimes they feel a need to help other people. I don't know if you can think of any others, that, maybe they even want a physical challenge or they know they don't want to sit at a desk. And so we
Or
really let
just be creative. A lot of times they
right,
be creative with what they do as well. There's a lot of
right.
content creators out there now.
Yes, yes. And so really pairing up, the careers that are suggested for them and then matching them to their interests, but also their values, really helps them get to that decision. And if making money is one of their top values, then that's their decision to have them guided by. And I'll say that I know in my experience, the students I've worked with, I haven't heard the money answer very often, at least
Mm.
not in like their top one or two. It might be
Mhm.
somewhere on their values list. What I hear more than anything is to be in a helping field. And so then we have to
Yes.
define, what does that look like for you? Because sometimes they get pigeonholed into thinking of the traditional helping fields. Well, I guess that means I need to be a nurse or a teacher, where we need to expand that vision that you can contribute to bettering people's lives in tons of different careers. It's how you look at it and your perspective of, what does it mean to help others? What does it mean to give back or to contribute to their life? So I think, no matter what their answer is, if it's money, if it's helping, if it's climbing the corporate ladder, whatever their value is, it's important for us to be certain that they're doing some of that soul searching of, what does that look like for you? What does it truly mean for you? Why are you saying that that's your top value? Money is maybe the easy answer, especially for the younger students. And if we can just dig a little deeper, then usually we can uncover what's most meaningful and the work that's going to really truly matter to them.
Absolutely. No, no, don't, no doubt. You get a lot of people who are like you said, who want to go into a helping field. So it's like nursing or something of that nature, you know, and then they get into it and they find out it's not that way of helping is not what they enjoy.
Right.
So, maybe being a part of a nonprofit might be something that they want to do. It's just all depends on exactly how they want to help. I appreciate that answer because it's certainly true. Like you get a lot of students who just want to be of use and help to society.
Sure.
So love that. Um, what role do you think testing can play in the choosing of a career option or a study, like a study concentration? What are the good and bad things that can come from having done a test of this kind of nature?
Mhm. Well, Kristi hit on that a little bit of the aptitude assessment. It's very specific on what it measures. And we'll look at the type of problem solver that you are. If you're someone that needs a fast-paced environment, needs lots of problem solving in your career, well, then we're going to focus on careers that allow you to capitalize on that. The aptitude assessment will tell you if you need more, if you're more of a strategic and logical problem solver, and that is more of the accounting of I like to follow processes and procedures and formulas, and that feels satisfying. Or if you need more of a hands-on job or something that has a tangible, concrete result of your work. So the aptitudes are so specific that once we know your profile and where your high aptitudes are and your strong aptitudes, then we can get really clear on which careers allow you to capitalize on these strengths. Which careers are you going to feel most comfortable, most natural, and ultimately result in satisfaction and happiness in your career?
Absolutely. And that's actually, I think, one thing that Gen Z is really getting right is to focus on having a career that you are happy with. So I love bringing that into this so much, so much. And I love that actually testing, I mean, because there's a lot of people out there that are maybe a little unsure or maybe have pigeonholed themselves thinking, well, these are the only careers that, I could do this kind of use my aptitude the best. But there are so many other things you can do. And if you have an interest in music, you could become a music producer. You could also become an artist. You could do, there's so many different things around just that industry. Maybe you can set up the sound for band, making sure, kind of be a roadie if you really like that kind of lifestyle. All these sorts of things come into play. And so I love that testing can help you out in figuring out that and maybe give you like a range of things to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what's one idea that you want to leave students with from all of this? What's one idea, one thing that you would tell students, this is the reason why I would do this?
I think that, like you said, sometimes students, have a very narrow focus. What you know about work is maybe what your parents do, or maybe a few friends of your parents, or obviously we all know teachers. But there are careers out there that you might be aligned with, your aptitudes might be aligned with that maybe you haven't explored or thought of. And so keeping an open mind and really taking the time to do some searching, um, exploring your strengths with an aptitude test, exploring your interest, really thinking about your values is so worth the time to really create a life that you love and that fits for you. So I think the aptitude testing allows you to explore those strengths, but then also explore a variety of careers that might match that you may not have considered yet.
Yeah, and what you said about uh, career lines flowing within a family really kind of hits home with me because you see families like my grandfather was an attorney, my dad's an attorney, my mom's an attorney. I'm going to be an attorney because if I don't become an attorney, everybody else is going to be like disappointed too. That's the other thing, right? So
Right.
knowing going into testing like this and knowing, hey, my aptitude may be a little slightly different. Maybe, I don't want to become an attorney because this seems like a really cool career that I could go into that has nothing to do with being an attorney. So I like that. I really like that. Um, thank you guys so much for taking a little time to be with us today and talking about this. How can people get in touch with you if they are interested in this kind of testing? Tell me about that.
So we have a website, truecompassllc.com, and then we're on social media. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram. And then our phone number is listed on the website. We offer free 15-minute consultations. So if somebody's curious and wants to know more information to figure out, is this assessment appropriate for me, then we'd love to talk through that and help you make that decision to figure that out. Yeah, anything else?
All right. Robyn and Kristi, thanks again so much for taking the time to be a part of this. And I am really hoping that some of the students out there got some good value out of this and will be contacting you so that they can get into a career they love, because gosh, they deserve it, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Oh, thanks, Renee.
Thank you.